What's up, Flat Earthers? Welcome to Project 1046 Pro Tip video number 2. If you want to find out anything more about the Flat Earth Podcast, please head on over to theflatearthpodcast.com. There you'll find everything you need. Just quick in and out video today. Don't want to be too long. Just going to give you a little bit of an update. We are doing this thing. After last week's weigh-in on Friday where we held our weight, we didn't decrease it, but also we didn't increase it. We're just back on it. I thought it would be good for me to talk a little bit about what I've been eating. It's kind of a predictable and slightly boring video that people do when they do this sort of project, but hey, we're in it, we might as well do it, right? So I've tried my best to kind of track and take some video or photos of different meals. It's not always easy. I have a family, I have lots of commitments and stuff going on, so it's not always easy, but I've tried to do the best I can. Last time we spoke, my first pro tip was increase your movement. And that was it. But if you remember, I'll link to it somewhere here, the original video where I introduced this project and what we're going to do. I said the first thing is we're going to cut out all of the junk food. We're going to just cancel all that shit. No more of that nasty stuff. So no more processed food, crisp, chocolate, no more late night eating. And we're going to increase movement, yes, but also we're going to increase fruit and vegetables, maybe increase protein a little bit more, but just kind of bring balance back to the force where things have got a little bit dark Jedi in this food life, you know. So that's what we've been doing. But I thought it might be good for me to kind of tell you maybe some of what I've actually been eating. So how I've planned most days is I look at the 3 meals of the day, breakfast, lunch and dinner. And I say to myself, at least one of these meals is not going to be a cooked hot meal, prepared meal. This is going to be a handful of fruit. Okay, so this is going to be apples and bananas and pears and I don't know, a blueberry, a strawberry, whatever you like, but one meal. So I'll look at the day and I'll go, how's my day looking? Is it easy today to have a cooked breakfast, or is it easy for me to grab fruit today? Have I got an evening commitment? So really I'll do fruit for dinner and I'll have 2 hot meals, breakfast, lunch. But I'm trying to make sure I eat often because I don't want to be on a food program where I'm hungry, because that's when danger comes. It's when them little food demons come and tickle you with a Pringle full, and then all of a sudden you're in some trouble and you find you wake up and you're in McDonald's or Greg's and you're just covered in stuff and you're like, what went on? And you just feel dirty. So I'm trying to make sure that I eat often. So let me talk about breakfast. So breakfast, my general go-to with a cooked breakfast is just some plain lovely scrambled eggs and some bacon. I chuck a little bit of coconut oil in the pan. We fry off the bacon. You know, I know there's been some opinions on frying stuff over the years, but I think if you're using like a good quality olive oil, you're using coconut oil, man. I think you can survive that. It'll be all right. You know, adds a nice little bit of taste. Bit of salt, bit of pepper, maybe even a little bit of Frank's hot sauce on them eggs if you really want to. But that's an easy breakfast. Lunches, I'm heading into easily cooked meat. So I often have a steak. When I have steak, I have it with like broccoli and what is it, like sweetheart cabbage, which is just brilliant. Yeah, lettuce, sweetheart cabbage, broccoli, peas, sweet corn. Love all that stuff. Carrots, love that veg life. So I'm having a lot of steak. You know, different cuts. It's up to you. Ribeye, sirloin, rump, whatever you got to do, you do it. But it's nice and easy. Again, just in a pan, a little bit of coconut oil, salt, pepper, maybe some of that like you know, chicken and steak kind of herbs you can put on it. Great. I'll also have some chicken breast. Again, I'll put some sort of like rub on it, some sort of jerk rub or something nice, you know. And again, I'll have that's one of the things I do. I'll have salmon. I have some salmon, but basically a lot of my meals look like a chunk of protein and a bigger chunk of veg. I love vegetables, so I'm a proper like carrot muncher now, you know what I mean? So yeah, steak, chicken, you know, steak, chicken, pork, turkey, salmon with some vegetables. It's awesome. Other times, like I cooked some meatballs for the family the other day, meatballs and pasta, but I didn't have pasta, so I just had the meatballs on their own with a little bit of the sauce and some vegetables. Again, easy. The following day, I used a tiny bit of rice bread left over, threw it in a pan, let all that bubble out. But again, it's mainly just protein. I'm trying to stay away, like I say, from carbs. Not forever. I know now I'm adding exercise, and we'll talk more about that in the next video on movement and stuff, but I know I'm going to need a bit more carb. But in this phase of Project 1046, just trying to get the weight down so that movement's easier, so we can reach our target of doing a run of 10 skateboard tricks by the time I'm 46, Project 1046. Yeah, that's what we've been doing. Now, one observation this week. When you go into one of these palaces of produce, man, one of these kind of cathedrals of consumer goods, you know what I mean? You realize, man, we're spoiled. There's so much junk and bullshit in there and versions of everything, and just everything's overdone. Mate, that old tale, never go shopping on an empty stomach, is like a completely mustard, totally true golden rule. Don't ever forget it. Never go shopping in one of these places, because they're designed to get you buying stuff that you long for that will not do you any good. So yeah, I'm always blown away when I'm like being very careful with my diet, how much of a glut of things they are. Yeah, the chocolate, the crisps, all that stuff, but everything. There's just so many. I mean, how many versions of milk are there? How many versions of butter and cheese and bread? And it's overwhelming. Now, I'm not arguing for like having like a weird socialist, communist, kind of like Eastern Bloc style of like, here milk, and there's just one milk. Here butter, churned by my wife. Nothing like that. But just, you realize when you concentrate, what do I want to eat? What am I planning to eat? You realize just the overwhelming tsunami of goods that are offered and pushed at you. And it's been my opener. So pro tip, ain't even mine. Do not go shopping on an empty stomach. Do not go into one of these places with no idea what you want, because you will come out with lots of things that your stomach chose. That's it, man. Pro tips. I'm astounded by the choices on offer. There is just a mad glut of produce you are offered every day, and you don't even notice it. You go into supermarkets and you go for your normal things, but around is all these other things. It's just temptation and temptation and temptation. And I'm not having none of it, mate. I'm going in. Where are my eggs? Give me them. Where is my meat? Give me the meat. Where's the steak? Where's the chicken? Where's some milk? I'm in, I'm out. Boom. I'm not playing. But boy, you could get caught. Never, ever go shopping hungry. Anyway, that's it. I wanted to be short, sharp, and sweet. I promised these would be nip. So, bless you guys. Have a good week. Project 1046. I hope whatever project you are doing is going well. And I will see you on Friday for the weigh-ins. We are smashing it this week. Diet is on point. Sleep, we're trying to get better this week. Stay this side of midnight when we go to sleep, and we are getting in those runs, those 2.5K, 3K, 4K, whatever. We are running. Bless you guys. Have a great week, yeah.